This is a response for the people who follow Q, who don't know what to do. It's called Matrix Reprogrammed. Now, we need to know the art of consciousness. Go do Mad Libs. Learn English and the beauty of manipulating English to create. Now, you apply science and technology to, this is what I do to create, and then it helps me create an AI. All science is at your disposal. You're a conscious being. So I'm not a Buddhist, but when I meditate, I think and I calm down and I follow thoughts and add to them and add to them and add to them. And then when I get to the end, boom, I'm at a new mental clarity, a new idea, a new way to make money, a new place to go, a new thing to do. So I can't directly help you. I can't speak for you. I can't help you find freedom. But one of the ways I did it is I walked 10 days straight without smoking cigarettes, without really drinking water, in the Phoenix desert at 115 degrees until I crippled my feet. Now, sometimes you need to do a physical activity to keep your wheels moving. So hiking, walking sidewalks. I was homeless many times and I abused the privilege of sidewalks. If you're laying down on a sidewalk, that's freedom of expression. And then if you're sleeping, that's expression. Sidewalks are public, and even down to common law, you have the right to thoroughfare just like anybody else, and a sidewalk is just that. Now, do you want to dump your overpriced house? Do you want to dump your overpriced car? Do you want to file bankruptcy? What do you do? Where do you go? Create a cart, and on the cart have a 6-foot plank to sleep on, and the cart have a locker for your stuff, and push it like these shopping cart homeless people. They kind of got it, but they can't really get there. Home Depot will get $200. You can get some wheels, screws, wooden boards cut to size, and a locker. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be pimp daddy with clothes and wheels, and you're free. You're traveling. Now you're in the motion. Now you could do labor. Okay, labor's cheap, but if you're thinking, how am I going to get the best job? Well, you just showed you're a social engineer. You're a chameleon now. You can do almost anything. And you're building your resume, and you're parked right outside the place of work. You're the best employee ever. You're on time. I go to gyms to shower, very cheap, covered on almost any insurance. Put a motor on it. Just ride the sidewalks. Do freedom. These cities aren't going to last. They're going to be totally remodeled. They're going to be totally re-infrastructured. If they're not earthquake proof, they're coming down. Landlords everywhere are going to be shook up to the underneath their building with septic fracking. And you need a mobile phone. To get that money, think you're going to have to work a week at Labor Ready. You know what I mean? Or put on, like, if you work 1 week and you're homeless, you covered all your bases. You covered your cell phone bill, you covered your insurance, and you covered your food. You can get food for free. Almost any homeless city structure has food, but you want to buy your own food. Buy hard-boiled eggs at the actual grocery store. Stop eating cheeseburgers and fries. You can't afford it if you're homeless, right? So If you wanted to scrap everything, that would be the way to go. But dedicate part of your life to science. Flip over your 8th grade science books. 8th grade is when they really laid it on. Right when you were fresh. Learn about atoms, particles, clouds, earth, water, oil. I know you guys probably already know this, but you're going to use that into your meditation. Aviation, anything. And these colleges suck. If they're not teaching STEM, they're out. No more federal funding. I'm out too. I'm totally blacklisted, but only STEM. If you want history, talk to your grandmother. If you want history, look it up. It's in a museum. And museums are cheap. Like $50, and you can see the art exhibit and the history exhibit, you know? So how do I create? Well, you follow the flow of thought, but think profit. Think, if I could be the designer, use platonic shapes, use platonic forms. The math will follow. If you use a platonic thing like a triangle or a circle or a rectangle, or you manipulate it to the project, and the mathematician can say, okay, I can do the measurement, I can do the algorithm, and the accountant can do the math. And then we need the respect of people disclosing their business on YouTube, or so they can show, hey, poor man copyright, I disclosed this on YouTube, they started doing it, they were in the money, they can pay me at the end of the year. So that's how you're going to get paid. So solar cells, put a solar panel on top of your car and mount it. They have a converter to where you run the wire to your battery. That way you can hook up your laptop to a what is it called, where you have an electrical socket off your cigarette lighter. That'll charge your laptop. With one solar panel, I think it was $75, I was in the sun. It totally drained my battery on my car, and I was still able to turn over the engine in that solar panel. So, be mobile. Go mobile. Find work where you can. I'm sorry if it's hard labor. It just is necessary. And if you're a man, cowboy up and put some force to it, right? If you're a driver, get a CDL. Stop doing drugs. It's hard, I know. Pee clean. You are a valuable asset. You are always a valuable asset. People will see your determination and pick you up on the side of the road and help you, man. They did it for me. They see the struggle. And if you got a nice pair of Levi's, a nice pair of shoes, sneakers, and a regular t-shirt, maybe a regular polo, you're presentable. You can wash your pits in a bathroom. Carry some personal wipes or something. All this stuff is in your locker. So when you gotta drill a hole through the side of the locker, put a chain in it, and chain it up to a bike lock. All these things. Get out of apartments. They're fucking useless. It's dead. It's beating a dead horse. So, if you can't, we need to drop the prices on apartments And the only way to do it is boycott them. Okay? So get out, get into the sun, get into the economy, get into the sidewalks that were built by your pioneers. Tell cops, I'm just exercising my freedom of expression. If you want me to move along, I'll surely move along. That's all you got to say. And they will respect you. If they ask anything else, am I being interrogated? Follow your constitution. Be polite. Be assertive. Find a week's worth of work a month. Cover your basic necessities and stack things on your resume. Anything else, it's really hard, but keep posting on YouTube. Keep self-sufficiency. Keep addressing freedom. Keep it up, man. You're doing great work. Keep Q videos coming. I like the ones that are mixed with the Bible and an inspirational song. And like my favorite's America the Beautiful and How Great Thou Art. And my favorite parable is I think it's the touch of the master's hand. With that, I leave it up to you. Need comments, need responses, need to see action. Let's do it.